Oh, figures Joe would hit me.
Welcome, race fans. Tonight, Somo takes two. Bristol here tonight for 145 laps in the Gen 6. Running down through, going to want to run down through the points here real quick for you. It's starting to heat up here a little bit. Really tight points battle. Ross Cato taking over the point lead here with 221 points. Brad Hicks just 3 points behind him in second. In third, Christopher Grosso, which right now has taken the top spot in practice here. He is 8 points behind the leader. David Howard Jr. in fourth. He's 11 points back. Adam Baker in fifth, 13 points back. Seth Hatchell in sixth place, 19 points back. Chris Samard dropping six positions last week back to seventh. He is 21 points behind the leader. Ivan Jones in eighth. He is 28 points behind. Joe Owen ninth. He is 36 points behind. And Bob Skinner in 10th place, 26. What is that? No, I'm sorry. 41 points behind. Excuse me. Yeah, 41 points back. So the top 10 there are pretty close in the points. Only 41 points separating the top 10. This will be a pretty good race here. I think these guys have been practicing, but I've been seeing a few crashes here and there. Not anything that's worth notable. Just very tight racing, and that's the way it's going to be. It's Bristol, baby. It's Bristol. I do believe they're getting ready for a mandatory mandatory drivers meeting here, I do believe, coming up. Well, that was a short drivers meeting. That was a real short drivers meeting. Wow, sorry, man. I didn't realize you were here, Josh.
I just got up, Rudy. I'm exhausted, man. I'm tired.
I'll bet. Well, hopefully you got all that mess straightened out. We don't need to go into it, but hopefully you get it all straightened out.
I hope I do too.
It's come close to happening to me before too, and I flipped out on them. Told them the next time I'll be going somewhere else. They've done it to me 3 times, threatening me. Like, nah, that ain't gonna fly. Don't threaten me for something. They said that I downloaded a movie or something. It was a movie I'd never even heard of. So I didn't even know that movie existed. I Googled it to find it. I don't remember what it was now. It's been a long time ago. I've never heard from them since, probably for about 3 years. Well, I ran down through the points already, so we're all set on that. And we've got about coming down to 2 minutes left in practice here, folks.
Should be a very interesting race tonight here at Bristol, man. It's short track racing, going to be a lot of bumping to passing. A lot of people, I'm sure, is going to scrape the wall a few times. But this track, man, this is basically, like you keep saying, it's a self-cleaning track because of the way people keep spinning on it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a big field here tonight too. 30, I think 30 some drivers. So I was talking to Paul Zoda, and he said, man, he just could not get the tracks, figured out. So I don't know. We could see a lot of guys out there tonight having difficulty trying to figure out the track, and we'll see. I think for the most part, majority of the racers do have it figured out. It's an egg-shaped oval. 1 and 2 is different than 3 and 4. I think it's 3 and 4 are tighter. 1 and 2 is more open. I think. I can't remember. Been too long since I've turned a lap on Bristol. No, maybe it's 1 and 2 are tight, and 3 and 4 are more sweeping turn. I don't.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of these drivers right here. They're going high and going low, and some of them are staying on the low side. They're trying to figure out where the groove is right now. But over time, as they turn laps, that groove's going to change to probably the high side, like it usually does here at Bristol.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's probably what will happen. And then it's going to be difficult to pass. When you make that pass, you're going to have to do it on new tires and do it quickly. All right, folks, we're going to step away and play our national anthem. We'll be right back.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, we're back here, folks. Chris Grosso backing up that practice time with a great qualifying time.
Yes, sir, he did. He actually beat his practice time. He's gotten the pole so far, but I see there's still people out there on the track. Let's see if he can hold it.
Still a few guys that haven't taken a lap yet. Hey, Steven, how you doing? Stephen Pearson in chat. Yeah, heck, I don't see anybody else turning any more laps. So might be what we got is for qualifiers. Well, that's pretty much going to wrap up qualifying as these guys finish up here at Bristol. Well, going to be some very, very close racing here to get started. As I was talking to a couple of the drivers there before the practice, they were saying that, it's going to be difficult to pass and everything. Well, that's going to make it very tight quarters for them. So they're going to have to keep that in mind when they're out there. Okay, let's run on through the grid. Big grid here tonight, too. Joe Mitchell coming out of here with the pole. Wow, nice lap. 14.842. Congratulations to Joe for grabbing the pole. Chris Grosso will wind up on the outside of the front row in second. Seth Hatchell starting third. Timothy Lewis fourth. Good to see Tim out there. Chris Samard in fifth. Justin Kern sixth. Stephen Burnett seventh. Paul Cohen eighth. Joe Owen ninth. And Len McNeese 10th. Josh?
Yes, Rudy. Keith, I cannot pronounce his last name.
Mayado
will be in 11th. Justin Rogers in 12th. Adam Baker in 13th. Travis Wall in 14th. Ryan Gimmel in 15th. Jeff Sharp in 16th. Ross Cato in 17th. Stephen Parks in 18th. Jim Locking in 19th. And Aaron Riley will round out your top 20. Rudy?
Paul Zoda starting 21st. David Gainforth 22nd. David Howard Jr. not taking the qualifying time will start 23rd. Brad Hicks 24th. Bob Skinner 25th. Ivan Jones 26th. Shane Papala will start 27th. Kurt Davidson 28th. Mark McFadden 29th. Dean Viney 30th. John Estes 31st. And somebody come in late and it just crashed. So they show up late, and that's what happens. It crashes IRTV.
Caution somewhere, caution.
Sorry about that, folks. So I guess we won't get the rest of the field.
Caution.
That's what happens when they come in late.
Caution somewhere, caution.
All right, here we go. I don't know who it was that come in late, but you there, Josh?
Yes, Rudy, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Just watching these guys, do a little couple pace laps until, they fire it up, because, man, this is going to be some tight racing here at Bristol. This is going to be pretty interesting. This is a big field for Bristol.
Yep. Yeah, Bristol's always good racing, but, you always got to keep in mind that that, you know, just how difficult it is to pass in close quarters racing. There isn't a whole lot of room, you know, to give or take on. So, you know, I have seen 3 wide racing at some of the, you know, at some of the races that I've done, but I'll tell you what, it don't last very long. Somebody backs out. You got to.
Yeah, you definitely have to back out. I mean, there's no way you can hold it 3 wide.
Pace car's in.
Ready, green, 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 green.
And there's the green flag. Whoa, boy. Chris Grosso spun the tires right there on the takeoff. That lets Seth Hatchell get right into second place. As this gets caught up here, Chris will go back to third. Chris Samard trying to work over Timothy Lewis. I don't have a paint on Timothy Lewis's car for some reason. Trading Paint's acting up. I don't know, man. Everybody's having difficulties with it, me included. Stephen Parks and Ross Cato working through the field. And I'm already seeing that high side working pretty good for the guys.
Yeah, it is actually. I'm actually looking at Timothy Lewis's vehicle right now, Rudy. And it may not be you because I don't have a paint for him either.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of unusual because I know Timothy, and I know he's always got paints on his car. So I don't know. Maybe it was a last minute entry in trading paints and it just didn't show up. I don't know, but. Well, the guys are already getting thinned out here, or singled out, I should say. And that's going to be rough on the guys in the back because it ain't going to be long here. They're going to have company with the leader. So we're going to see John Estes, Mark McFadden, these guys back here. Now, I know Mark McFadden, if that's the right one. Yeah, that should be the right one. He was just involved in a real racing accident here the other day and had a cracked sternum and bruises from head to toe. Hit the wall at 80 miles an hour with his race car. So I am really surprised if that's, I'm sure that's the same one from Canada. I'm really surprised that he's out here. Oh, we have a caution. Ryan Gemmel going around. Let's go see what happened to Ryan. I'll tell you, it ain't going to take long to do 145 laps here.
Oh no, it's not going to take long at all.
Oh, he was a little loose right there.
And we got some guys coming to pit road, others are not.
Well, he went way up the hill. So did Stephen Parks. Oh, looks like Stephen got into the back of Ryan Gemmel right there. They just had different throttle points. And Ryan did not get back into the throttle quick enough. But he's coming to pit road. And it looks like Seth Hatchell and a bunch of them stay out here. Just the back part of the field going to come in. But Joe Mitchell, our leader, comes in after leading the first 9 laps. I think he thought others were going to be joining him, and they didn't. That probably kind of surprised him a little bit. Well, we probably won't get any interviews in tonight because it's going to be you know, too close on time to try to get interviews in with people, because it don't take long to go around here and they're going to be ready to go back green here in just another lap. So it'd be very difficult to try to get some interviews in, but we'll try. We will try. Seth Hatchell takes over the lead. He collects some bonus points, all in his march there to try to gain some points for the season. plenty early, though. This is only race number 8 out of, I think, 40 races they're running. I think that's what it is.
I believe it is, Rudy. They do almost the same amount as actual NASCAR, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think NASCAR is running 36. They're running 40 here. All right, pace car is in again.
Ready, green, 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 green.
And there's a green. Chris Grosso actually got a little bit better start that time, and he did get a bonus point for leading that lap. But Seth Hatchell comes right back, and now Chris Grosso fighting up on that high side. Seth having difficulty trying to get by him. Chris Grosso just drives that outside really hard, and Stephen Burnett trying to follow suit. Seth Hatchell falls in between them. Adam Baker in 4th now.
And the number 42, Chris Grosso, got one heck of a start. Looked like the number 8 didn't get a very good start on that restart, so he kind of was laying back, and 42 had the high side, right. So he had a pretty good jump on him.
You can see the cars are all starting to get single file again, trying to get some of the laps wound down here a little bit. I was looking, Joe Mitchell already back up to 12th, coming up on Timothy Lewis. Trying to get Timothy on the inside. Whoa, we got one into the wall. Len McNeese into the wall. Keeps it off the track, though. And no caution. Wow.
And the number 1 of Stephen Parks just came back on the track. He's got some damage, but on here in short track racing, that damage really doesn't matter. As long as the toe isn't knocked out of it, you should still be able to keep up with the cars in front of you.
Justin Rogers up to 11th. Timothy Lewis trying to get by Justin Kern. Battling pretty heavy right there ahead of him. Kern going to get a run on the outside. Hasn't been able to clear Timothy Lewis just yet. It looks like he may have him now, yep. And it looks like Justin Rogers is going to follow right in behind him, not letting Timothy get up into that race groove. Oh, man. Wow. Guys are almost dirt tracking it around here. Oh, into the wall. Justin Rogers taps it. More battling going on back here. Paul Cohen and Kurt Davidson. Followed by Shane Papala. We're used to seeing Shane up there a little further, but it is early. I think by the time we get some of these laps chewed down, we'll see Shane up there a little closer to the front. He's one of the few guys in the back here that did pit. Dean Viney was another one that pitted. David Howard Jr. picking up 2 spots. And we have another caution. That was Len McNeese again. Len having problems early on here. Let's go see what happened to Len. Second caution of the race here. He's already got a little damage from the previous accident. They're battling around Seth Hatchell. It looks like he just lost it coming out of the turn. And he's going to go up and hit the outside wall, and that's going to, boy, he's going to do some engine damage. And he is smoking. He'll be heading to pit road. It looks like he's going to be there for a little while. Chris Grosso and company all coming to pit road. All right, well, it's a drag race off of pit road, and Chris Grosso wins it. But we still had a couple of guys that did stay out. Nope, Brad Hicks is coming to pit road. So that will give Chris Grosso back the lead. Joe Mitchell, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, Joe, tell us about that first pit stop there. You made the choice to come in and freshen up your tires and top off your fuel. Was you thinking that the rest of the field was going to be following suit, or they kind of snookered you on that?
I don't know, really. I wasn't liking the way the car was feeling. It was being pretty rough on it, and I scraped the wall a couple times. I wanted to get whatever light damage I had fixed, so hopefully that's done and out of the way, and we can just focus on moving forward now.
All right, well, how's the car feeling? Has the race groove kind of changed already just since practice and moved up the hill? Because we've seen a lot of guys getting really good runs off that high side.
Yeah, you really got to cut it down on corner exit to get a good run off. It's pretty rough to try to just stay on the bottom to pass someone. They're so loose off 2 and 4.
Okay, very interesting. All right, Joe, well, good luck out there. I know you guys it's short to get interviews in, so we're trying to do them as quickly as we can. Good luck, brother.
Oh, no problem, man. Thanks. I appreciate it.
All right. All right, pace car's in again. Seth Hatchell, Chris Grosso on the front row, and there they go. Green, green, green. Chris Samard in third. You got around Stephen Burnett, Adam Baker, and here's one we ain't seen in a while, Travis Wall. Usually see Travis up here battling for the front. Coming from 14th up to 5th.
Another big mover I've been watching is the number 41 of Kurt Davidson. He started 28th.
Yeah.
He currently rides in 10th place, and he's been moving on up. So
Yes,
he's cutting that field in half as well.
Yes, sir. That's great. That's some great driving right there. That's that NVIDIA graphics card he's running. Keeps him up there in the front. Oh, we got a spinner. Oh, up onto the track. And that was, if I can catch up with him, Justin Kern.
I do believe it was Justin Kearns.
Yep, spinning around. Let's go see what happened here. Just spinning out on his own. Yep, just spinning out on his own. But he got it collected and got it going again. But he lost a ton of positions. Hey, thanks, Roger. Appreciate that. Thank you, guys. Thanks everybody for tuning in tonight. Appreciate it very much. Well, taking a look at the cautions here, we've had 3 cautions already in 38 laps, which, you know, I don't consider that to be absolutely terrible here, Josh, because it is Bristol, you know. It's just so tight racing, and these guys are really having difficulty with the car being loose coming off the turns. That's not that bad, you know. You gotta expect that.
Oh no, that's not bad at all. I mean, if you can, you're gonna have cautions at Bristol, and if you can go a full race, you know, at Bristol with no cautions, you know, there's gonna be a lot of people a lap down because you know it's just short track.
Well, it looks like Kurt Davidson has taken his car behind the wall. What the heck happened? Well, something happened there. Well, Chris Grosso trying to take over that points lead here. Now he coming into tonight, he was 8 points behind the leader in 3rd place. So picked up 4 positions last week. So let's see.
You know, 4 positions may not seem like a whole lot, but when it's points wise, that's a lot.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, it's early in the season, you know, like David Howard Jr. picked up 3 spots. Brad Hicks picked up 3 spots. So we've had a lot of guys. Now, Ivan Jones lost 4 positions last week, so that hurt him really bad. Chris Samard lost 6 positions last week. That hurt him really bad. He's back in 7th in points. We're ready to get him going here again, so get him going, Josh.
I sure can do that, Rudy. Make sure I'm live, because you know how this thing goes. You know, Chris Grosso still has the lead, so he's on that high side. He's on the preferred line actually, which has helped him out get those great runs on the restarts. And you know, he's been holding it out there in front for quite a while now. If he can get a good restart here, pace car has dove in. We are just waiting for the green flag. There's the green flag, and Chris Grosso is on the gas. We are racing again at Bristol.
Hey, Tim, thank you for the kind words. We appreciate that very much. And hello. A few new people in chat tonight. And Seth Hatchell trying to get that position from Chris Grosso. Just cannot get it. Stephen Burnett slipping in there again. Boy, these 3 have been battling since the beginning of the race up here in the front. And Adam Baker is joining in on this. Chris Samard, Joe Mitchell. Joe's back up to 5th now. That was our pole sitter. And Joe is not even in the top 10 in points. Let's see, where the heck is he? He is back in 12th in the points, so he's really working hard to try to get into that top 10.
Yeah, it looks like most everybody is now back to single file racing and going on the high side and low side. So I see some battles going off and, you know, back behind the leaders. But, you know, as far as the top, you know, 10, you know, they're pretty much all in a single file.
Yep. David Howard Jr. coming from 23rd up to 10th.
Another big mover today.
Yeah, he's been able to pick off some positions. Probably, my guess would be probably mainly through pit stops. You know, beating people off a pit road would be a big one. Yeah, it looks like Kurt Davidson he is retired from the race and left team speak. So Justin Rogers 11th, Shane Papala 12th. Now Timothy Lewis has got shuffled all the way back to 13th position. He started 4th though. Paul Cohen 14th, Paul Zoda 15th. Said he didn't think he was going to have a good enough car here tonight. He's picked up 6 positions since the start of the race. Not a bad place to be, but looking at... I'm trying to find where he is at in the points because I don't even see him. He is 18th in the points, Paul Zota. So I'm sure he's not too happy with that, but it is a long season.
Oh yeah, and Joe Owen just took a spin right on the front stretch. It looks like he kept it off the racetrack. There was no caution.
Wow, that new paint job's not helping his luck here tonight. He's running the old Hardee's paint scheme, the old one. That's the old school Hardee's. He's got it back going though. But,
yeah, he's got some significant damage on that left side.
And he just went a lap down. He'll be back in 27th. So he is in the lucky dog position right now because the next one will be Mark McFadden, which is a lap down. Which we can understand why Mark's a lap down. He's probably really struggling right now with, pain that he's going through from being in that accident the other day.
Yeah, I didn't see the pictures, but it is good to see Mark back out here racing. You know, I'm sure he's hurting, but you know, this is iRacing. You get a big family together on iRacing, they become like family, you know, and you enjoy racing with them. And Mark ain't gonna slow Mark down. You know, he's back out here probably in pain, but hey, he's gonna pull some laps.
Hey Jarrett, how you doing? Jarrett Schwartz in chat there. Good to see. Boy, a lot of faithful viewers tuning in. And Seth Hatchell drives around the outside of Stephen Burnett, kind of pulling the Stephen Burnett move on him. There you go. Joe Mitchell back up to 5th. I look for Travis Wall to get up there because, he's always a pretty tough contender to deal with. He's got about a second on Ross Cato. Ross back in 8th. Aaron Riley, 9th. Let's go back in the field here a ways. Dean Viney and Keith Mayato. We've got some battles going on here. Where the heck was it? Man, I was in the wrong place there. Sorry about that. Yeah, these guys battling back and forth. Dean Viney almost losing it. Brad Hicks gets by on the outside. Dean loses a couple of positions there. He's about to lose another one here because Jim Locking is coming up on the outside of Dean. And it doesn't look like Dean's going to be able to hold him off. That outside line's working just that good. Oh, we got a spin. There's a spin.
Somewhere, caution.
David Gainforth involved in that. And I believe him and Keith Mayato got together. Let's go take a look at this. Oh. Hold on, Josh. Hold on. Right there, it looks like they got together once. Let me get Josh back down here. There you go. I seen that, Josh. Yeah, there they go. They got together. Well, you need to shut that automatic update stuff off. I can tell you how to do it. You don't want it updating while you're racing. Oh boy, that would be a mess. Well, David Howard Jr. took over the lead there, but he hasn't officially led a lap yet. He may lead one here. If he makes it to the line in time. Looks like he is going to. So he'll collect the bonus point for leading a lap. Or he should, anyhow. Wonder why he didn't.
Hey, Rudy, do you mean to pull me up in here?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Ryan. My bad. The heck, I got the wrong guy in here. Sorry about that, Josh. I thought I had a hold of you, and somebody must have moved and I grabbed Ryan Gemmel. Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's all right. Stupid computer decided to update.
Yeah, you need to shut that stuff off, man. I can tell you how to do it. You don't want it updating while you're racing or something. Boy, that'd be a road disaster.
Yeah, sorry about that. I keep forgetting I'm new to this Windows 10 thing, so you know.
Yeah, you can shut it off. I mean, you can't shut off, the updates, but you can have it. There's some settings you can set. You can set it to, do not disturb between this hour and this hour, and it won't update. I do mine manually. Of course, I'm on Windows Pro, and it's a little different. You can kind of set it to, it can download them, but it won't restart. And you can do the same thing too.
I've got Pro as well, so that helps.
Yeah, it's just a couple clicks in there, and it won't do it again. It may download them in the background, but it won't install them until you say, okay, go ahead and install them. Well, Seth Hatchell retakes the lead here from Shane Grosso, and we know how that's been working out. Shane's been getting those huge runs off that outside. Now, I think probably a smart thing for Seth to do so that doesn't happen again is start on the outside. And I think that's what he's got in mind right here. Because Chris has been getting that huge run on that outside and passing him. It's just so hard to pass there on the inside that, it's one thing you got to do. You just got to start on the outside, and that ends all that drama.
Yep, exactly.
Oh, Kurt
Ready,
Davidson.
green.
There we go, back to green. Kurt Davidson said he lost connection. Oh, man. That's a bummer. Well, you see, Chris got stuck down on that bottom. Now he's going to go back to third. Boy, look at Burnett coming up through there. Holy smokes. Him and Ross Cato battling it out. Ross Cato, our points leader, coming from 17th all the way up to 5th. That's how you stay in the points lead.
Just muster your way up there. Try not to wreck anybody in the process, but
right. Well, he's in a pretty tight battle there between the top four. The top four only being within 11 points of each other. So he's got to try to stay up as high as he can in this race. Chris Grosso is third in the points, and he's 2 positions ahead of him in third. So that would take 2 points off of that 8-point lead he has over Chris.
yeah, true. But there's still a whole lot of laps left here at Bristol, and anything can go.
Caution somewhere.
We got a caution.
Yep, we're halfway. It looks like trying to see what happened here. Justin Rogers involved in that. We've got a few other guys. It looks like maybe David Howard Jr. caught up in it. Let's go see. Okay, riding along here with Justin Rogers.
Bunch of cars involved in that.
Yeah. Oh, he got tagged from behind right there by the number 21.
Travis Wall.
Travis Wall got into the back of Justin Rogers. And Justin's going to go to the inside wall here. And come off of that. And boy, I'll tell you what, Stephen Parks just barely missed that. Oh, David Howard Jr. collected into it. Oh, my. Okay,
Yeah, the number 30. And Justin tried to hold it down there, but after he hit that inside wall, he came back up, and all them cars, they had nowhere to go, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, all right, back up live here. Doesn't look like these guys are going to come to pit road up in the front. Ross Cato, you got a copy.
Evening.
Well, Ross, man, I'll tell you what, you're coming right up through the field here, coming from 17th up to 5th. That's how you maintain the points lead, isn't it?
I guess so. It's mainly just consistency. I'm just trying to bide my time here and stay out of trouble.
There you go. Well, I see Chris Grosso's a couple of positions ahead of you, but he is 8 points behind you in the chase right now, or in the points lead, I should say. But you know, that's really not too much. But coming from 17th to 5th, man, that's got to make you feel good that the car's actually feeling that great out there on the track.
Yeah, I don't usually do that well at Bristol, but I've been practicing quite a bit and figuring some things out. So it's, like I said, it's mainly just an object of staying out of trouble at this point. And I guess the best way to do that is to stay up front.
I agree with that 100%. All right, Ross, we'll let you get back to it. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
Well, looks like we've lost Josh again. He's dropped connection, so I don't know if he'll be back or not. he's definitely having some problems. All right, pace car's in.
Ready, green, 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 green.
There's the green. Good start. Chris Samard passes up Stephen Burnett. Travis Wall goes into 4th. Uh-oh, what happened to Ross Cato? He is dropping. He's falling all the way back to 10th now. That's not what he wants to do, to try to hold on to that points lead. We got a spinner, Travis Wall. Let's go see what happened. Boy, he's got serious damage on that car, too. Let's see what happened to Travis. Could have been a self-spin here. I don't know. He's already had damage from the previous incident. The Piggly Wiggly car. Tight and coming off into the wall. That'll do it right there. Automatically takes you right to the inside walls. Josh was saying earlier, this is a self-cleaning track. Once you hit that outside wall, kicks you to the inside. Now it's up to you to brake and keep that thing off of everybody else. So, but he spins it back around. Chris Grosso takes over the point. A lot of guys come to pit road, freshen up them tires. Yeah, taking a look at it, this is caution number 6, folks. And we're well past halfway, coming up on the 3/4 way mark. Ryan Gemmel takes his car behind the wall. And we still got quite a few guys on pit road. Travis Wall, Justin Kern, David Howard Jr., and Justin Rogers still sitting on pit road trying to get damage fixed up as we're about to go back green here shortly, folks. Probably in another lap. They should get the one to go this time by. And the whole front part of this field has changed direction here. These guys, a lot of the guys that were in the back are now in the front. Ivan Jones, Joe Owen, Stephen Parks, Paul Zoda. These guys are all up front now. All led by Chris Grosso. He's going to start on the high side. Joe Mitchell, our pole sitter, going to start on the bottom. Everybody gets checked up here and ready to go racing again. We've seen Joe Owen lose it there earlier, and look at this. He's already back up. He's going to be restarting in the 4th position, folks. Pace car's in.
Ready, green, 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 green.
And there's the green. And look at the jump Joe Owen just got. Joe Mitchell for the lead. What a run. Oh, and he's going to lose it. Oh, no. Oh, that's going to stack up the whole field, folks. That's the big one. That is the big one. Let's go back and check out what happened. Looks like he lost it and almost had it saved. And maybe when he got back on the gas, it just started going around on him. Started spinning or something. I want to kind of watch from this angle here because you're going to see how that car steps out on him. He had the lead right there, but he lost it. Had it saved, and then the car come right up in front of Joe Owen. And boy, they stacked up after that. We got a lot of cars in on that one. Ay, ay, ay. There was probably about 8 or 9 cars piled up into that one. Wow. That's the big one, folks. That took out a lot of good drivers. Their pit road looks like a junkyard. Look at that. Ouch. That hurts. That took out probably about a quarter of the field. A couple more laps, we'll be at 50 to go here, folks. So the laps are winding down quick. And man, we've only got 15 cars on the lead lap right now, and a couple of lap down cars that are still trying to turn some laps to pick up some positions. Len McNeese actually in 30th, 27 laps down. But if he runs about another 10 laps, he'll pick up about 4 positions. So I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see him up there in the top 20 before this is over. Waiting for the cars to get lined up here. We're just about ready to go back green. Pace car's in.
Ready, green, 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 green.
There's the green. Dean Viney makes it up to the front here. Keith Mayato. We're used to seeing Keith up here when it comes down to the end of these races too. He's a very good driver. Ross Cato's still hanging on here. He is trying to pick up a position. Looks like he's working over Keith Mayato right now. He's got them new tires and he's trying to do it while he's still got the new tires. And he does clear Keith Mayato. Shane Papala going to follow suit. Pippola. Excuse me, Shane Pippola. Bob Skinner in 7th now. So I say a lot of these guys that were in the back of the field have now joined these guys up in the front. Jim Locking, Brad Hicks, Mark McFadden back in it. And Mark gets spun. Oh no.
Caution somewhere.
Caution is out again. Let's go check it out here, folks. He got spun there. I'm not sure who did the spinning, but see Paul Zoda here. Might have been Paul. I don't know. Maybe he just come up into somebody. I'm not sure. Paul got a run on the outside. Looks like Mark was a little squirrely. Oh yeah, and there he come up. Well, that was kind of stupid there. I did that before. I hit the wrong key. Whoops. Sorry. But as you've seen, it looked like him and Paul Zoda got together. Sorry, folks. Rookie mistake. Seth Hatchell staying out. Trying to capture a win. And Seth is 6th in points. And he does not have any wins this season. So he's trying to capture his first win here of the new season. This is race number 8. So he's been 7 races without a win. This would really help him out in the points a lot. He is 19 points behind the leader, Ross Cato. A few more drivers out of the race. Jeff Sharp, Ivan Jones, Joe Owen. So we are seeing a few guys that are out of the race. And a lot of people on pit road trying to get damage fixed up. Adam Baker, Joe Mitchell, Chris Samard, Aaron Riley, Travis Wall, Justin Kern, David Howard, Justin Rogers. These guys all on pit road were caught up in that big one. We don't usually see a big one that big at Bristol. Man, that was a big pile up there. Well, thank you there, Adam. Appreciate it. Yes, sir, Thomas. I'll see you tomorrow night. And folks, that was caution number 8. It is Bristol. You got to take that into consideration. It is Bristol. Down to 13 cars on the lead lap. Yep, 14 cars on the lead lap here, folks. And a couple of lap down cars, John Estes and Len McNeese, still out there running. So 16 cars out of 30 still running. The field's almost been cut in half. We're about to go back green here, folks. Gonna have about 43 to go when they get the green. Get it figured out, Josh?
Really, I don't know what's going on, man. This is making me mad.
Pace car's in.
Ready, green, 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 green.
No big deal, man. You ain't missed nothing, just a few. Oh, man, you missed the one big pile up, though, man. It took out about 9 drivers.
Oh, man. I'll be in there in a second. Give me just a few minutes.
Ross Cato, 3rd place, trying to hold on to the points lead. But, boy, look at this battle between Seth Hatchell and holy smokes, look at that. Stephen Burnett, man, he almost lost it. Now he's going to get passed up by Shane Pippola. Pippola. Got to get that locked into my brain. Shane Pippola driving around Stephen Burnett. Dean Viney holding on to a top 10. Timothy Lewis back in it. Never giving up, man. He is never giving up. He just keeps digging. Started 4th and got mired way back in the field. And now he's back up to 7th looking to pass Dean Viney. And he's going to try to get that 6th position away from Dean. Dean's on the high side where he can really get some good runs off the turn. Wow, did he drive it in there. Timothy Lewis takes up 6th position, so he's picked up a couple more spots. Cato now in 2nd as he cleared Chris Grosso. Grosso trying to get a run on that bottom, but boy, it's just so difficult. And he's going to do it. Ross is just going to let him go. Ross is looking at the big picture right now. He says, man, I'm the points leader. I'm not going to get out here and battle it up with these guys so hard and wind up taking myself out and not having a good finish and lose that points lead. You know, if Chris beats him by 1 position, that's only 1 point. Pippola in 4th. Let's go back in the field here. Paul Zoda still hanging on in 11th. Heavy damage. Stephen Parks. And David Gainforth. Last one on the lead lap, Keith Mayato. Well, Len McNeese is picking up positions. He was 30th a little while ago. Now he's up to 25th. And in about 3 or 4 more laps, he'll pick up a ton of positions here. Like I said, he's looking to the top 20 finish here if he keeps it up. Seth Hatchell trying to send a message here saying, man, I'm going to win my first race, whether it's at Bristol or wherever it's at. This will be my first win of the season. Coming to 30 to go here just in a couple more laps. So he's got 32 laps to hang on here to the lead with a hard charging Chris Grosso in 2nd. Thank you there, Bobby. Appreciate it. Bob Skinner hanging on to 8. Bob doing a heck of a good job there. He's coming up on Dean Viney right now. But he's got to watch Jim Locking and Brad Hicks. Those guys know how to get around Bristol. And I look for them to even be a little closer to the front here before it's all said and done. Brad Hicks trying to make a run on Jim Locking. And Aaron Riley makes it back out on the track. Back at 21st. Able to pick up a couple more positions. And Len McNeese just went into 18th position. So that's what you call don't give up, man. He just picked up 12 positions by getting back out there. And he'll be able to pick up a couple more here. Maybe. Paul Cohen back out there on the track. Grosso now closing that gap. Dealing with some lap traffic here in 2nd place. Ross Cato kind of fading back a ways. You know, one thing we haven't done all night was to crank it up.
Go ahead and crank it up, Rudy.
I'm going to crank it up, buddy. Well, Chris Grosso trying to deal with lap traffic here. He was up to about 0.6 of a second. And now he's back out to about 3/4 of a second. So he has lost a little bit of ground to Seth, but not much. And I think lap traffic's really making a major part in that.
Oh, I'm sure it has, Rudy. I've been sitting back here watching Shane Pippola, I guess that's how you pronounce his last name.
Shane
I've been calling him Papala.
Yeah,
Sorry,
me too.
Shane. And Stephen Burnett and the lap traffic. Stephen Burnett was able to get up to Shane, and I mean these speeds that they're hitting. They're hitting about 139 going to the corner, and they're dropping it down to about 105 miles an hour just to get around it. So that's quite a steep drop to get around the corner.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's a big drop. But boy, these cars got a lot of horsepower to pick that speed back up on the straightaways real quick. I'm seeing about 137 on the end of the straightaways, so that's a big difference. 32 mile an hour just in that short little stint.
Yeah, and you really want to go easy on the brake too, because it is very easy to lock up the brakes in these cars, and you will slide.
Keith Mayato. Well, this is a big battle going on back here. And this is right in front of the leader. Now if you look at this, the leader's coming up on this traffic jam here. He's not only does he have Chris Grosso hard on his tail, but he's got to deal with getting by these lap cars. And they're just like totally blocking the roadway here right now. And he's got Chris Grosso right there on his butt. And that, that could make a big play here if it's played right, using that lap traffic to possibly grab a win here away from Seth Hatchell. Chris Grosso's looking to the inside. Can't make the pass though. Seth's up on the high side. He's got clear of a couple of cars there. He got past Bob Skinner to put him a lap down. Oh, a little contact there with Jim Locking. Locking saves it, no caution. 10
that
to go.
Was one heck of a save, man. That was beautiful.
Yeah, that car was gone, man. It was sideways. He was going around.
He was dirt tracking it.
Yes, he was. Great job. That was Jim Locking, man. Wow, whale of a job right there. Shane Pippola, now 6.4 seconds behind the leader. Timothy Lewis and Stephen Burnett there with them. They all got around Ross Cato. Ross is going to go back to 6th.
And the number 4, Timothy Lewis, almost got to the back of Shane Pippola, and the number 89. He came up on him quickly, and he kind of had to back off of it because if not, he would have gotten into the rear. He would have rear-ended him.
Yep. Well, Chris Grosso's trying to chase down Seth Hatchell for this win. He ain't been having too good a luck to catch him. Thought maybe that lap traffic would do it, but now that they've cleared all the lap traffic, they've got clear sailing up ahead of them. The high lane is where you want to be. And they're going to get 5 to go this time by 5 laps. So Chris Grosso's got 5 laps to deal with Seth Hatchell. And I just don't see it happening. Tires are worn out. They're really struggling with it right now.
Yeah, oh man, I'm sure they are. With me having issues with, on my over here in this area. I've missed some of the race, but tires are a premium at short track racing because you cannot pass on bad tires.
Yep.
We got a caution.
Wow, that's going to end the race. That was Mark McFadden going around. That will end the race, though. Well, let's go see what happened to Mark. That's a good, valiant effort by Mark McFadden, though, man. What a way to deal with it. He is, with his injuries and everything from his car wreck, the race car accident that he had this past week. Got a cracked sternum and his body is bruised everywhere from what he said. And he's got some lap cars that are coming. Oh, he got hooked right there. It looks like Burnett got into Timothy Lewis. or Timothy Lewis come up into Stephen Burnett, I guess, and that's going to hook him. That catches Mark McFadden, and Mark immediately kicked to the bottom here and barely catches the end of pit road wall. Oh, man. Well, just a few more feet and he would have missed that wall. Golly. Well, he should be okay, though. But that's going to end the race here, folks. It will finish under caution. We will not get back green. So Seth Hatchell will come out the winner. Chris Grosso in second and Shane Pippola in third.
A good run by Shane. Started 27th. He finished in third. Probably not the way he really wanted to finish it, but hey, you know, a finish is a finish.
White flag, nice and smooth.
Yeah, third place. Third place is a third place, no matter how you look at it. Whether you're on the lead lap or 100 laps down.
Oh, yeah, you know, I'd be happy with the third place finish under yellow. I mean, yeah, it's not the most ideal, but, you know, hey, it is what it is.
Well, it didn't take him long to knock this race out. I didn't figure it would. 145 laps, not very much here, but Seth Hatchell will grab his win here today at Bristol. Wow. Oh, I keep hitting the wrong keys here, folks. My bad.
Checker flag.
So that's it for Seth Hatchell. Comes home with the win. Congratulations to Seth Hatchell crossing that line. All right.
Well, would you like for me to start pulling everybody up here, Rudy?
Sure. Grab Shane. We'll start out with Shane and go back.
Okay. Well, here comes Shane right now. Oh, I can't do that.
Uh-oh. Why can't you?
I'm not an admin.
Oh, well, hold on here. I'll get him. Where is he?
He is down there in the LDR Cup race, just right below Stephen Parks.
Ah, I got him. Yeah, there he is. Shane Pippola, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, Shane, tell us about your racing out there tonight, brother.
It was fun for sure. It was definitely tough. It was a hard-fought battle the whole night.
Well, I'll tell you what, it was one heck of a battle from where I was sitting, man. I'll tell you what, great racing out there. But how did you manage to get third? Do you know?
I got lucky I was able to start on the high side there, the last couple of restarts. And that was key, getting that run on the high side and avoiding that big wreck helped.
Yeah, boy, that was the big one, wasn't it? We don't normally see big ones that big here at Bristol, but man, that was a big one. That took out about 9 good drivers. But you came from 27th to 3rd, Shane. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's one heck of a run, to work your way up through that field. I know probably a lot of it was done through pit stops and things like that, but still, that's one heck of a run right there, brother.
Yeah, definitely proud of the effort tonight. Glad I was able to close one out and finish in the top 3 for a change. It seems like I keep getting wrecked every week, but it's a good turnaround. Hopefully, good things to come.
Yes, sir. Well, that should help you out a little bit in the points. I mean, I know it's early in the season. This is only race number 8 out of 40, so you got a long ways to go in this season, Shane. We hope to see you here every week, man. I know you're busy with the NASCAR stuff, but hopefully you got time here to come and race with these guys on Thursday. It's good to see you. Anybody you want to thank tonight?
I definitely have to thank you guys for putting on an awesome broadcast, Paul for putting up the league. It's a blast. And, of course, got to thank my wife always for letting me have my hobbies here.
Oh, yeah, that's always – you always got to thank the boss, you know. All right, well, thanks for talking with us, Shane, and hope to see you back here next week.
Oh, absolutely. You can count on it.
All right, brother. Okay, I got to see if I can find some of these other guys here. Stephen Burnett, do you have a copy? Sorry about that.
I got you, bud.
Well,
no, you good.
You come in second tonight, Stephen. Tell me about the run you had out there, and just, man, I know it was tough to pass, and man, you drifted back and back up to the front and drifted to the back and then back up to the front. Tell us about that.
I tell you, it's Bristol. It's a tough place to for me anyway. I've never really liked the track, but the car felt a lot better. This season has not been the best in our shop here recently. So to get a top 5 definitely helps.
Right. Oh, well, yeah, okay, you finished 5th. Okay, I guess I got the wrong guys up here, but anyhow, yeah, well, it's good to see you, running as good as you ran tonight. That was the whole thing in the nutshell, and it was difficult to pass and everything out there. Getting that run on the bottom, was that the place to try to pass, and could you only do it on new tires?
Yeah, I mean, new tires was about the only way that I could tell to get that low line to work. What I was basically trying to do was just try to stay in this top 5. I knew I didn't have the great car like Seth and Chris did, but I was just trying to stay out of trouble and, hope that the guy up in front of me might try to go a little low, and that the outside lane was the fast lane tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what, you did a fantastic job. Don't cut yourself short, because man, it was great out there just to see you running that good, Stephen. But I guess it just wasn't meant to be tonight. But hopefully you'll bring out a good win here in the near future. So thanks for talking with us. Anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, I gotta thank CorvetteParts.net, King Parts, Weekly Racer, and back at the shop, Max Rev Motorsports.
Very good, very good. All right, well, we'll see you next week then, hopefully, Stephen. Thanks for talking with us, brother. Good luck.
Good luck. Thank you, bud.
All right, that brings us to Chris Grosso. Chris, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, Chris, man, you had some really good runs today. You led 58 laps out of this race. Tell me what you would have had to do to get by Seth there for that win.
Well, it was either two things. I would have had to bump him or get lucky with that traffic. I tried the 3 wide there, but it was it's hard to pass on the bottom. So you really high line is preferred. So the only shot I had, I saw he was going around the outside of a lapper, and I dove it in there and almost wrecked. But it's Bristol, and when you're running up front like that, you got to go for it. So.
All right. Well, you started second, finished second. Are you happy with that finish? I mean, considering everything, you're in a pretty tight battle there with Ross Cato and Brad Hicks for the points, but it's really early in the season. But are you happy with that finish?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'd love to win, but to finish like that and have, Seth, race like that, just, it was fun, to end like that. That was the best part. I'd rather finish second or fifth, running under green, racing for the win like that than, just anything else. So.
All right. Well, anybody you want to give a thank you out to before you head out of here and go celebrate the second place finish?
Yeah, I just want to thank all you guys at MaxSpeedTV. You do an awesome job. Paul Zoda, for putting this together. Eric Briley, Lazy Days Racing. They make everything happen for me. My spotter, Chris Fowler. I thought I was almost going to win another one. He wasn't around for the first half of the race, and then he came in, so I told him he might have jinxed me, but we always have some fun. And Nate Anderson was in with me tonight, one of our other members of our group there, and he was, keeping me calm and laughing the whole time, so I appreciate those guys a lot.
Very good, very good. All right, well, we'll see you next week. I'm not sure where you're at, but we'll see you next week there, brother.
Yeah, 10-4 Richmond, I believe.
Oh, boy. Ooh. That'll be tough.
That's Talladega. We got a good one. Richmond and Talladega.
Very good. All right, thanks, Chris.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
All right, Seth Hatchell, you got a copy.
Yes, sir.
Well, you brought out your first win of the season here, Seth. It looked like you were on a mission to try to, make a point there saying, look at guys, I haven't had a win this season. I'm going to get this win tonight.
Yeah, it's been quite a long time since I got on a win. I was trying to keep myself calm all night, just telling myself, I just need to have a good run. If I keep having good runs, the wins will come. And sure enough, things just played out in my favor tonight, and I got the win. So it really boosts the confidence.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, that's a big one. Well, we seen you kind of changed your plan of attack there about mid-race when you were seeing Chris Grosso getting those runs off that high side because you were starting on the inside, and you finally switched lanes up and you started on the high side. Did you kind of come to that realization yourself, or did you just kind of figure, hey, man, I got to start on the high side here?
Yeah, Chris was doing a fantastic job. I think there was that one time I started on the bottom, and he was right next to me, and I think the very beginning of the race, the bottom line, we got going really good, so I was thinking, that would be the best line on the restarts, and sure enough, Chris blew by me on that restart, and I figured, well, I'm not going to win this race if I'm not getting runs like that through 1 and 2, so yeah, I had to move up there.
Wow. Well, it all worked out in your favor, brother. Man, you bring home your first win of the season. Is that going to kind of give us a little bit of an insight of what this season's going to deal with for Seth Hatchell? Are we going to see you in victory lane more?
I mean, I sure hope so. I know definitely now it takes all the pressure off knowing that I'm in the chase. I can run crazy strategies, and try and get more wins. It's not going to hurt me now to, have a couple of bad races.
Well, just a few short seasons ago, Seth, we were used to seeing you win, constantly. Maybe not every week, but maybe 3 out of 4 weeks we'd see you in victory lane. And, the last season, it was kind of iffy. We didn't see you a whole lot. And when you come out, you didn't win. So this season here, starting with race number 8, starting tonight, we're going to see you in victory lane some more, correct?
Oh, yeah.
All right. That's what we like to hear. All right. Well, anybody you want to thank for this victory, Seth?
Yeah, I'd like to thank you, Rudy, and MaxSpeedTV for all you guys do for us, putting on these fantastic races. I'd like to thank my team, MB Motorsports. They're building some great cars right now. We're running some pretty quick races. And Paul and all the drivers in this league, the racing tonight was phenomenal. Usually I don't have a very good time here at Bristol, but it was really fun tonight.
Oh, very good, very good. We'll go celebrate that win, Seth, and we'll see you back here next week at Richmond, and I hope to see you in victory lane again, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, let's run down through the results here, folks. Seth Hatchell coming out with the win here tonight. Chris Grosso finishing second. Shane Pippola third. Ross Cato, our points leader, I believe, he still will hang on to the points lead, but it just shrunk just a little bit. Chris Grosso chopped 2 points off of that by finishing a couple of positions ahead of him, so it'll be about a 6-point lead, I think, over Chris Grosso. But Brad Hicks finishing in 6th, that'll drop him back. So I'm sure Chris Grosso just went back into 2nd place. No, it's going to be really close. It's going to be close next week. But Chris Grosso did lead some laps. Seth Hatch will come out with the win with us leading 78 laps. Chris Grosso led 58 laps, so they were pretty close. Stephen Burnett will finish 5th place. Brad Hicks 6th. Keith Mayato 7th. Dean Viney 8th. David Gainforth 9th. And Jim Locking 10th. Bob Skinner finishes 11th. Paul Zoda 13th. Paul Zoda 12th, excuse me. Man, I'm all tongue-tied here. Stephen Parks, 13th. Timothy Lewis, 14th. John Estes, 15th. Paul Cohen, 16th. Mark McFadden, 17th. Len McNeese, 18th. Aaron Riley, 19th. And Jeff Sharp, 20th. Adam Baker, 21st. Chris Samard, 22nd. Joe Mitchell, 23rd. Joe Owen, 24th. Ivan Jones, 25th. Travis Wall, 26th. Justin Kern, 27th. David Howard Jr., 28th. Justin Rogers, 29th, and Ryan Gemmel, 30th. And Kurt Davidson rounding out the field there, finishing in 31st position. All right, folks. Well, again, congratulations to our winner, Seth Hatchell. I'm having all kinds of problems with this tonight. I don't know what's going on with it, but thank you for watching. We appreciate it. And until next time, stay safe, folks, and have a good night.